always hear the phrase, effort is everything. And sometimes people think, okay, you have to give effort and then you'll get something. So then they're not realistic with their effort. Because they think that maybe if they give a little effort and they give a little attention, that something that they want that's so big, like it's such a big dream, they think that if they give that effort because they believe effort is everything, that they'll achieve their goals or their dreams. And I mean, just think about when you're out there working out, like if you're out on a run and you're just like huffing and puffing, and or if you're running a marathon and how much pain your body goes through. So imagine giving that effort every single day for like years, and you have to trust the process that you're going to achieve what you want. But then there's no guarantee, because you have to enjoy doing what you do, like your passion. So that's why it's important for you to love your dream and to love your passion, because during like those grueling moments, or when you go through adversity or your difficult times, that you're still gonna find comfort in taking action and giving that effort. Because people tend to fall off, like when they're having tough times, they start to look at like all the moments and start to question why they go through these things, and then they start to lose sleep and just lose interest to do anything, like to go hiking, or to go to fun places or travel. Is because psychologically you can start to get worn down. You start to focus too much on what's happening instead of the reason why it's happening. So you're looking at why it's happening, and not looking at how to use these moments to improve your future. So that's why the past is like detrimental to our future, because we might not take certain actions because we remember the past. And it's good if you look at, self-reflect to the past, to look at the moments that you won't repeat again, the things that you won't do because you know that maybe self-sabotage or being self-destructive or repeating bad habits and stuff. But if these things have a really negative effect on your life, and that you've lost money or time, or they've done major things like that have held you back, and that you're still struggling to this day because of those moments, then it makes sense to not repeat them, and to learn from them, and to always remember them. They're like a scar. Like, we're not gonna touch something that's gonna burn our hand, or we're not gonna get cut or do these dangerous things if we encountered danger in the past. Like, we're gonna know, okay, danger, like that. We're gonna alert ourselves, like, not to do that, because look at the scar we have, whether it's on our arm, or our skin, or whether it's a scar we have in our heart, our mind. So it's important to maintain your passion. That's why it's important to do the things that you love and never lose sight of those things. And just like in relationships, sometimes you can have a lot of conflict and you can struggle with money. Maybe you don't know if you love that person anymore, and you're contemplating whether to break up or to get divorced. But if you really love each other, then you're going to focus on like how to improve it, and you're going to do things to make it better, or to make it stronger. It's just that when you're doing things for like attention, or because you need to fill a void, or you need to cloud something from the past, like you want to like to put a mask on it, then it doesn't work. Because when you go through your dark times, your difficult moments, then it's going to really prove whether you really love what you do or who you're with. Because if you hate your life, and when people say fuck my life, then they're pretty much telling you that they don't care anymore. They're jaded, and they're just tired of the struggles, tired of life beating them up, and they're like, whatever. It is what it is. But if you look at it as FML, like fix my life, then that's a better approach. Because what if we think about the past events not being negative? Like, yeah, there's some dark things that happen to us, things that we can't forget, and they leave scars. But what if we look at it as like that they're meant to teach us early on about what not to do or what to do better because somebody didn't take care of us good, or somebody controlled us or manipulated us or took advantage of us, or we lost out on a deal and contract because we didn't read the full extent of the contract. So there's a lot of things that we could look at to teach ourselves, to grow, to be more wise, and to teach others. Because sometimes people don't want to teach others because they're not making money from it, and they're like, my time is valuable, or they don't want to release their words or their thoughts or ideas without getting something in return. They don't want to do something because every time they think of an action, they're like, well, in the past I lost out because I didn't get money and this thing got popular and it went viral and all that, and they're thinking too much of their value. So then they're overvaluing what they can do and who they are, instead of looking at more of the humble side of like, I'll do these things and I'll help people, but I'll also like do self-care. Like, they're not going to like say spend 100% of their time to help every single person, and then when all those people don't appreciate them, and then they're like, I'm never helping anybody again, that'd be like self-sabotage, and you don't want to do that. And people get into self-destructive behavior because people didn't value them in the past, and then they think they don't have value, and they don't believe things are going to work out. So then they look at more of the darker side of things, and they look at the negative things, and they're cynical, and they're just beating themselves up all the time. But what if you look at it as these things that I've encountered, all these difficult moments, were to make me stronger? It's like lifting weights and getting sore and then still going back to lift weights. Like, every single day you're working out and you're tired, you're sore, you can barely move, but you keep doing it because you know when you get stronger and when these muscles heal, that you're going to get more better in shape, and you could be able to handle more pressure or stress on your body. So imagine if you are psychologically able to rise above the past and to grow stronger, then that's an accomplishment. Because what if you had success and you had money and you have fame and popularity, but you're mentally weak and you're still stuck on the past of all these things that were done to you, and you never take personal responsibility, and that you were not able to overcome the past, and then you blame your father, your mother, your siblings, you blame your neighborhood, you blame your race, you blame everything, and then you start pointing at fingers at other people and saying that they're responsible for the way you feel, and that's the way they treat people, and we can't get ahead, and we can't do these things. If you start beating yourself up and looking at ways to make excuses, and you doubt yourself and you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going to accomplish anything, because you won't give effort. Because effort is everything, and you control the amount of effort you give with the time and energy that you devote to your passion, to your dream, to the life that you imagine living. What we do in our daily lives reflect the future we imagine living. Talented minds never stop creating energy for the world. So remember that effort could make your dream happen, or it could break your dream. So be realistic with your effort, to know that you have to give a lot of effort. Because think about your job right now. If you're making $50,000 a year and you want to make $1 million with that job after taxes, then it could take you over 20 years if you don't invest the money. If it was just focused like you just wanted to have cash, which could lose its value because everything goes up and there's inflation. So you got to work 20 years, over 20 years at 50,000, which 50,000 is a decent amount of money. So imagine if it's 100,000 after taxes, and it takes you more than like 12 years or longer to make $1 million. So if you want like this $1 million dream, and just imagine how hard you work at your job. You wake up every day, you work hard at your job, you deal with a lot of challenges. You drive home, and you get ready to do it every single day, and you have your job, and there's certain things you could do, there's certain things you can't do. You have to represent your job in a positive light, and you have to do the same when you're at the job. whether you're at the job or you're away from the job. So all these like rules you have to follow, how hard you have to work at your job. Imagine, and that's just for $1 million. So if you want to go out and make this $1 million dream where you're making several million or 10 million or 20 million or 30 million or however much you want to make and all the things that you want to do, but then you only want to give little effort, and then you get frustrated because things are not happening because you're giving little effort and you want these big things to happen. Just think about it. Like, it's not waves. Like, it's not like the water moves a little and you get these big waves because the water just moves. There's this little slight current. You have to make big waves. It's like a comet coming for the Earth. Like, it's like just going through space. It looks like it's going all slow and stuff. And then when it hits the atmosphere, it's just like going crazy and stuff. That comet was going slow for a long time. It looks like it's going slow, but it's actually going really fast in space. It's just that space makes things appear they're going slow, but it's going really fast, and it requires a lot of effort to move. You know, there's a lot of parts around it, whether, you know, debris, and it had to travel a long way. So if you want to make an impact in your passion and in your dream, you want to find success, and you have to give a lot of effort. So if you give more effort, that means giving more time and energy, then in order to give the time and energy to give that effort, then you have to really love what you're doing. You have to know that this is what I want to do. It's not because I want to get attention. It's not because I want to impress people or show off or let people know that I have self-worth or self-value. It's because you love to do it. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the forest, you're in the ice, you're alone, you're camping, wherever you may go, that you are excited to do what you do because you know that is meant for you. It is your purpose. Until the next time, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Peace out.